Be good. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Oh, what is up, Clever Coop family? As I check to the right to make sure it's all okay. Okay, it is. Good. And a very happy Thursday to you. Happy Valentine's Day. And if you are here, that means that we are platonically and parasocially appropriate as a community Valentimes with each other. So thank you for being here. You have my undivided attention and my entire heart. This shirt, I forgot, it's not on the front, it's on the back. It says it's the tarot card for the lovers. You can't even see it. Why did I do that? Hi, everyone. How do you tie a tie? You tie it well, little dreamer. You tie it once. Measure once, cut once. That's what they say. It's so good to see you. I've got some fun little goofy little things planned for this day. If you joined us last year, you know the vibes a little bit. And we're gonna have a grand old time. It's gonna be different this year. I've got some plans this year that's gonna be different. Casey Jeffer dropping 100 bits. Thank you very much, Casey. Appreciate you. Iridescent TW is dropping some gift subs as well, gifting to Starly Eyed. Thank you for doing that. Y'all are so sweet. First of all, welcome on in. For anybody who's new here, my name is Damien. I'm a voice actor. I'm a Twitch streamer. You may also know me from the YouTube channel Smosh. This is gonna be a grand old time. Today we're doing a special stream. Usually I play some video games. Today we're doing mostly this kind of vibe. Going on a virtual Valentine's date. And I'll tell you what, nothing wrong with being single. Just because you're alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely. And also, just because you're with someone doesn't mean you can't feel lonely. Sometimes when you're with the wrong person, that's the loneliest you'll ever feel. So don't judge yourself by what everyone else is doing today. Judge yourself not at all. Hang out and have fun. Hang out and relax and have fun. Because that's what we're doing today. We're doing a big old community event. We've also got Casey Jeffer also gifting us up to Veronian, I think is what it is. Thank you for doing that. We also got Ali to TY4 gifting to Amber Trevette 97. Thank you so much. If you are new here, I read out sub bombs. I read out tips with messages attached. I read out resubscribers all at the end of the stream. And I read out new subscribers as they come in. So thank you for being here. And if you think I missed something, I probably didn't. I'm probably just behind, but also you can check in with the mods and just let me know. What was that Twitter post? It's okay not to have a Valentine on Valentine's Day. I didn't have a groundhog on Groundhog's Day either. That's why I always keep a few spares. That's why I always have a few spare groundhogs, not dates. I'm not a new player. When I see a groundhog that I want to hold on to, I know. We got the Slash the Miss dropping 10 flippin' gift subs. Thank you so much. The Slash the Miss is gifting to 420 Blaze, Mike, Marie 19L, Blue Ren 88, 1015 Elvis, Brian Fritz, Zombie Sidious, Hazed Moons, Little Brat 666, Lizaz, and then Sister Soul number 9. Thank you very much. That sounds like a song that is a famous Motown hit that I have not heard. That sounds like if I were doing an improv scene, they'd be like, oh yeah, it reminds me of that one old classic song that I love. What was that song? And someone goes, Sister Soul number 9. I go, Sister Soul number 9. Start playing, piano person. Then we're like, Sister Soul. Okay, cool. Right. So, yeah, I've got like 3 things planned today. This stream will be action-packed. Will it be the longest one? I don't think so. Because I had a long voiceover day today, and I have 2 voiceover bookings tomorrow. I'm a very happy lad, but I gotta take care of that sweet voice. Is my job. So thank you very much for being here, and we're gonna have fun while we're here. Fishes is gifting us up to Wolf Queen. Thank you very much for doing that, Fishes. And again, Slashermus, thank you for that 10 sub bomb. Appreciate you a lot. We got Mad Kitten dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Let's go. I don't know why I'm burping, but I am, and I'm sorry. Mad Kitten dropping 5 flipping gift subs, gifting to Japasament, Jinx is a Sphinx, Harbs Cantina, Runeski, and then C Cyber TV. Thank you. During the stream, can I ask questions or no, do you think? I mean, questions are normal. Basically, we just sort of keep it conversational. It's just a normal conversation. And if I miss the question, maybe, you know, don't spam it over and over again. But there's no, I'm not going to be like, you watch me and you don't ask questions ever in the chat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you for the generosity, everyone. Holy beans. I'm going to take a sip of drink first. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. My God. We got Ezra Like Stuff gifting a sub to Brittany Gale. Thank you very much, Ezra. Welcome back, Brittany. We got Melanie K dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Thank you very much, Melanie K. Gifting to Serious Heart, Rach11 and MU, Beanie Genie, or maybe Bean Jean, or Bian Gian. I don't know. Reggie B, and then, oh, do you think that stands for Reggie Philzame? Or Fiagni? SDGNL as well. Melanie K, thank you for that. Mad Kitten, thank you for the sub bomb. Goodness gracious. We got Mandy M. Davis dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Let's go. Thank you very much, Mandy M. Davis, for gifting to Raffi Unknown, Gracie 202289, Dub EXE, Spider Cop, and then Gabby Famed. Thank you for doing that, Mandy. Fizame, thank you very much. Easy peasy. Fizame, I was like, I'm getting it wrong. This is all very nice, y'all. Also, if you are a subscriber, you now have access to the Discord. And the Discord is where I'm going to be pulling questions for one of our segments today, which is we'll be getting a visit from a romance doctor to answer all your romance questions. Yes, we'll be playing a Jackbox dating game. The romance doctor will be answering questions and diagnosing things. And we got a virtual date situation. It's gonna be pretty cool. Amanda M. Davis, thank you for that sub bomb. I appreciate you a lot. Now that brings us to Digital Graph, dropping another 50 flippin' gift subs. Thank you so much. That is bonkers generous of you, and I greatly appreciate it. The Door to Light saying, are you a Keyblade warrior? Because you opened my heart. I know I have like 7 Keyblades. That's me missing cues when someone's trying to flirt with me. They're like, are you a Keyblade warrior? Because you opened my heart. I'm like, yeah, I got like 7 Keyblades at home. Digital Graph, thank you so much for gifting to Johnny2BY, Johnny2x4. Oh, I love that. Vapulated, Astro Rain, Basiato, Puffinista, Gemma Clementine Cemetery, Javai, Aqua Snorlax, Lizard Dummy, Music May, Spaceless, Malewis, Alana E. Perry. We got Redillo, Ghoul Bunny, Mario Who Official. What's up to Bolt Hard Rock? Bolt Hard Rock is how you would say that. Total Success. We got Panda Fish, Spider Bear, Ryan KB, Kit Kat, Unbridled Space Cowgirl, Seal Mako, Alligatorinator, there we go. Last Face, yes, Eggs, Schmackley, we got Mediara04, A Hydraulic, Boatnar, Chris Cooney, Jaden Likes Twitch, X Megan X, God, I'm reading so poorly tonight. Fluffy Dragon, Audrey B, we got Kelly's Weird, Smirkules, oh, I like that. Lighthouse Ghost, Jebel 8, Star Kidism, Riddle Time, Ray Knives, Cow Hero Keiichi, Cairo Kiss, Liz Fitzy, Melody M, Whoa Bro, BRC4, and then Zany Zanny. Thank you so flippin' much, Digital Graph. You generous Mother Goose dropping those sub bombs. Thank you. Are you a subscriber lunatic? Because you just gave us a bunch of sub bombs. And Amanda M. Davis, I think that was meant to be a sub situation. Also gifting to Cookie the Kitten. Thank you so much. Digital Graph, first time chat just says, yes. Are you nice and generous? Yes. Yes, I am. Great. Well, thank you so much. I don't know who you are, but I greatly appreciate you. This is wild. Level 6 hype train. It's been a minute since we've gotten here. Servo dropping 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. For anyone who's new here, by the way, I don't just do this. We do other things too, but people are being really sweet and generous today, and it's very, 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 very nice. It's your boy DJ dropping 2 flipping gift subs to Avian Spinky, or Avian's Pinky. There we go. And then Pika Dancho. Thank you very, very much. It's your boy DJ. We've got Richard T69. Nice. Gifting to Sammy Lean, Dr. Star Live, My Navi, Guy Zane, and then Carrot Fernelia. I appreciate you a lot. Wow, y'all, thank you. We got a few more sub bombs to read off, and then we're gonna get this Valentine's Day celebration going because I want to do all the fun things before my voice explodes because I have 2 voice acting things tomorrow, which is fun, and I like that. But also, yeah, I want to make sure I'm okay. But y'all, thank you so much for all the generosity and for helping this community grow. Again, in the Discord, if you have some romance questions for the romance doctor that we'll be visiting later, in general chat 1, which again, you can join if you are a subscriber, the pinned message there is a little form that you can fill out with your name or anonymously, but we're asking 1 question per person. And it can be a hypothetical. It's like, how do you know if? Or it's just like, my crush has been acting real weird lately. How do I put a bunch of bees in their backpack? Don't ask that, but you know what I mean. Maxaroni also drop in 6 subs. Thank you very much, Maxaroni. Gifting to where my hug at. So you don't say that on a date. You don't say that on a date. Ellie Quent, X Turney, Slimy Bagels, Magnum Dong. And then Slayer with a bunch of numbers. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Maxaroni. We got Noah Cola dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Thank you very much, Noah Cola. Noah Cola is gifting to Door Code, Howlin, Book Rebel, Kick Back and Relax, and then Abrax. Thank you very much. Kick Back and Relax makes me think of just the Chainsaw Man thing. It was like, kick back and relax. That's not the actual words. Damn it, Darcy dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Thank you very much. Is it pinned in general? I think so. I thought I pinned it in general 1. Thought I did. Damn it, Darcy is gifting to Nicole, Renee, Lucas, Smosh Kate, Mech Gunner, and then Indian Burrows. Thank you very, very much. Damn it, Darcy. Appreciate you. We got 500 bits from Sad Squidling. Thank you, Sad Squidling. No need to be sad now. Only joy for you now. We're bringing you joy. And then finally, our last sub bomb of that hype train is from Livig. Thank you very much. And I am Livig for this kindness and generosity. And Livig is gifting to Tiber Thunder, Wolf Howley, Taco Cat, Lunar Love, and then Chambered Nautilus. Thank you so very much. Y'all, that was bonkers generous. I appreciate you several oodles of much. I will read out tips as we go through the stream, but I do want to get the actual event aspects going here pretty soon. It's not pinned, but I found it, says Vanessa Baker. Really? You sure about that? Let me go look at, I'm gonna go look at it real quick and make sure it's all okay. It's not that I don't trust you, but I don't trust you. I'm just kidding. Well. How the turntables. So if you go to general chat 1 and click on that pin button, there should only be 3 of them. 2 of them are not from me. 1 of them is. So you'll notice that's a thing. No Pin says, hi, it's Kai. Hi, it's Kai. Then why am I looking at the receipts right now? Why am I looking at this pinned message right now? Huh. Got you. It is very pinned, says Florian. Yeah, it's the most pinned thing of all. You've seen bug taxidermy, and they're like, watch this. And then my message is like, ugh. All right. Well, thank you so much for all the subs, y'all. I appreciate you. And if this is your first stream with us, I hope you join us for a different one another time. Hey, what's up, Cypher of Tier? Welcome to our platonically, parasocially appropriate Valentine's Day date, where I will be taking chat for the first thing on a little Valentine's Day date. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a grand old time. Okay, sorry, that piano sting sounded like it was from a different song, so I was like, huh. So yeah, we're gonna have a couple different events going on here, but we're gonna go for as long as my voice will hold out, because I have 2 recordings tomorrow. Digital Graph, thank you again for that incredibly generous sub bomb, and thank you to everybody who subbed today and did sub bombs today. I appreciate that. Tips rolling in, I do see them. I will read them out in a little bit, but maybe let's go on the virtual date first. We'll do virtual date, then I'll read out some tip things. Then we're gonna do the Love Doctor romance questions thing. And then from there, we'll do a round or 2 of the Jackbox dating game. It's gonna be a grand old time. I'm so worried for what this is gonna be, lol, says Florian. Florian, why are you worried? Last year was fine and normal and fun, and there wasn't anything weird that even happened, like at all, It's gonna be so normal. Thank you for the 100 bits. Where Kitty, appreciate you. Enjoy your cold brew coffee. I hope it's not evening for you. All right, y'all. So to anybody who's new, again, we try to keep it parasocially appropriate here, but tonight, platonically parasocially, we're all Vamlum times. And I'm excited. I've got a whole date planned out, a virtual date. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right. Let's see here. Bronwyn says, Demon Caves. Excuse me. Ava's Archive is responding to Bronwyn Demon Caves. I don't remember anything about any Demon Caves last year, okay? So that's hearsay. All right. Where are we going for the virtual platonic date? Don't worry. It is I, the unicorn. It's gonna be great. We got all sorts of locations, and none of them, I can't emphasize this enough, none of them is Demon Caves. Okay? So, all right. Hey, we got a new subscriber. Everybody please give a spicy, clever coop welcome to Strawberry. Subscribing at a tier 2. Thank you for the extra chunk of support. Appreciate you. All right. So before we hop into the virtual date, we're going to do a little something I like to call the question of the day. A little get to know you question. A little get to know you question. But what if I want to go back to the Demon Caves? Amanda M. Davis, I don't repeat dates. I like to keep things fresh and cool. Can you imagine going on a date with someone and then they run into someone else you've dated before and they're like, oh yeah, I've been on that date. And they're like, wait a minute, he took you to the Demon Caves? And then I go, well, you see, anyway, that being said, I do have a question for you, and that question is, who are our Valentines today? We got Wiley Weaver, Orion Core, we got Hanarchy Reigns, Nocola, Arachnus, Webzap, Scorpion, we got Tattoo Queen, Flea Rose, Melisween, L Dub, we got I'm a Potato, Professor Hulk, Jenna Official, Rosa, Elena, what's up to 420 Blaze, Mike, Catamantium, Owly Bird, Shabugi, Alarm Pants, I Am Bradical, Cyber Nixley, got a Spoon, Ash Loves Harry Styles, Smelda Rosa, Florian, we got Automod laying down the law, Many Rainbows, Candy Floss Rosa, Small Town Singer, Vanessa Baker, we got Von IRL, we got Melanie K, we got Sleepy Little Rider, Kira Latier, we got Trivia Koya, we got Nomninska, Black Crows, we got Ghosty Goop, Squeak It, yeah, Squeak It. We got Lucky McBee, we got Meggy Web, we got Hurricane, what's up to YTF Love Forever, hey, it's Arliss, Zombie Sidious, we got Shabugi Alarm Pants, the Emily Moriarty, Gabby Fane, we got Claris Rock, we got Resplendent Reveries, Rachel the Llamacorn, Warhen Art, Allie Taylor, Lil Dreamer, I'm Just Joe, This Be Danny, Casey Marie, we got Nabila, Wisdom and Wine, what's up to Zoe Lyric, Ghoulie Hubby, Jeff the Accountant, we've got Haley Renee, we got Royale, Guatanadian. I decided last time that's probably Guatemalan Canadian. Am I correct? I didn't see before. Woof YB, what's up to Quinn Commits In, what's up to Strawberry, what's up to Dark Princess, Gandalf's Third Leg, Tie Tick Guy, we got Demolition, we got CMID, Salty Slate, Autism Infused Rat, what's up to Shoes Knitter, I guess you knit shoes, the Crafty Tarfeth, Paw Rescue, Dragon's Tower, what's up to Rare Stoliander, what's up to Stay Frosty Nina, what's up to Chaotic Cosmos Engineer, what's up to Cyber Thunder 2? Man account. Sorry for licking up my own spit there. I know you all saw it. I was very aware that it just happened. And here we are. Hey, guess what though? If I didn't say hi to you right off the bat, well, guess what? I'm sure I'll see you at some point during the stream. All that I ask of you is that whether you hang out and chat, or you hang out and lurk, or you hang out and use me as background noise for that thing you were supposed to do today, even though it's Vamlum times them, all that I ask is that you please peep those rules, because the mods volunteer their time to be here. The ones that are here on Vemlum times them. And they don't have to do that, and they choose to do it, and it's very sweet of them. So let's not make their job any harder. Be kind. Thank you so much. Oh goodness, the tips have rolled it on in. Thank you very much, y'all. I will read those out in a minute. But I think it's about time for us to go ahead and prep for a little something I like to call a virtual date, if you will. I've got something kind of super fun for you planned, and it's gonna be a grand old time. So let me just go ahead and make sure everything's ready. Oh, we got Maleficent Mina subscribing for the first time. Very spicy. Clevercoop, welcome to you. Thank you very much. Oh, so sorry. 1 second. Yeah. No, I'm off. I was off at 6. No, I can't. I asked for tonight off like a month ago. I can't. I have a date. I have a date with like 650 people. Come on, are you serious? Chris can't come in? Fine, I'll be there, but you owe me big time. Hey guys. That was the job. Even though I asked for tonight off, and I planned on taking you on this big old romantic date, I have to go into the orphan factory. So, you know what? Hey, actually, don't panic. Don't panic, because tell you what, I know just the thing. I know just the thing. Because my cousin, Johnny Scroats, is in town, and he's the suavest date haver I ever did see. He's so respectful. You will be in good hands. Let me go get him for you real quick. I'm gonna give him the date itinerary, and we're gonna go see what Johnny has in store. It's gonna be real polite and good. I'll be right back. Let me go grab my cousin real quick, because I gotta go to the orphan factory. Johnny's almost here, everyone. It's almost time for Johnny. It's almost ready. Johnny, you gotta do this. My house for free. Guys, I need castle. Castle for free. Castle. Johnny, do this for me. All 669 people, which is hilarious, need this right now. Please, just be respectful. Show them a good time, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary friends, allow me to introduce my cousin, Johnny Scroats.
How's it going, everyone? I hear that you guys are some lucky individuals that need to go on a date sometime. All right, let's go. I got some pretty good plan for you. You give me the itinerary, I took to clean out the dang window, because now you and I are gonna go on our own date. Don't worry, I was prepared for this possibility at all times. First things first, I'm taking you for a ride on my hog. That's right, I parked it right outside. Let's go. Let's go take a ride on my hog. You ever been on one of these before? Oh, don't worry, you don't even need a helmet legally. It's gonna be fine. All right, everything's gonna be pretty cool. Very 80s? Oh, I was born in one of those. All right, let's go. All right, hopping on the hog. Let's get it on. It's time for the date. Here we go. Oh, there it is. There's my hog. You see it in the city? I walked it on over to the general city area just so we could take a look at it again in this location. But let's hop on. Okay. No. Oh, cool. So first I'm taking you on this cool autumn road, right? Wow, sure is beautiful around here. Hey, hold on tight to make sure you're okay back there. You know, you don't have to hold too tight if you're not comfortable, but I want you to be safe. Whoa, watch out! Oh no, Shutterstock watermarks! Oh, quick, we gotta swerve. Oh no, they're over here too, on this beautiful autumn road. Oh, it sucks, but that's okay. So you like, what's your favorite color? Do you have any siblings? Oh, Okay, no, I think we lost him. No, there's more Shutterstock images. Oh, get him out of here. All right, Bill, don't even worry. Don't even worry. I'm sorry I brought a gun on a date. I was prepared for this possibility. Oh, phew. Well, this forest sure is getting spookier. It's getting real spooky. God, it's almost like something terrible could be around here. Oh boy, I hope it's not a demon cave. Oh, it's not. It's only Kaelin from Elden Ring. Don't worry, I've been here before. But everybody please be very careful and try not to contract scarlet rot. So what, you got any siblings? What did you study in school? Me? I dropped out. With a minor in women's studies. Okay, it looks like we're in a bit of an easier place in Kaelin now. We don't have to worry about the Scarlet Rot River or nothing. Physical therapy? Oh, that's pretty cool, Iridescent TW. That's pretty cool. Flaming Strike? Oh, I tried to study Flaming Strike in college, but I didn't have the grades. Nice. Oh, oops. Oh, I forgot. Kaelin leads straight to the Robo City. Here, I got one of these, and you're probably not gonna need it. But this one, why, this one is for me. Here I go. Don't mind me. Only the driver needs protection in Cybertown. Here we go. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done on camera. Oh, we made it to what I was planning on for the actual event. We did it, everybody. Let's get our seats. Oh, don't worry. I already bought us tickets. Oh, this movie theater is brought to you by iStock with credit to Earthingus. I've seen this movie about 100 times, but I can't really remember. God, these dang previews. Oh, the music quieted down. I feel like, is the movie about to start? Oh, there it is. Looks like the movie's about to start over here. Oh, wow. Yeah, like I said, I've seen this one about 100 times, but I can't remember anything that happened. So let's watch it intently together. Movie dates are good because you can talk. Here we go. Hope it's good. Oh yeah, I've seen this one before. I don't remember anything that happens though. How's that volume for you? Is it too loud in the movies like everyone always has? Oh, I've never ridden on one of those because I'm not allowed to leave the state. Dude, oh, do you know they didn't use any real mice for this movie? That's what I heard personally. Also, legally, I own this. I'm currently awaiting trial for up to 7 things. Oh yeah, it turns out they can't make them do that anymore. It's too quiet? Okay, here I go. Time to turn the volume up wherever that may be. Oh, it's maximum, okay. You know, in terms of Disney cartoons, this is the most realistic sounding the cat has ever sounded. Usually they talk language. I think I once severed my femoral artery. Hurt. I hear they got that bird in one take. You can't legally do that. I learned that the hard way. Yeah, never let anyone tell you that tobacco isn't cool. It is. Oh, someone asked, where's the popcorn? I forgot the popcorn, but I did bring you a drink. Here you go. This is Capri Sun, 100% juice. Got one for you too. It's okay, no, you can sneak it in. No one has a problem with it. That is actually how udders work. I spent some time on the farm. Well, I was hatched. So, there is one state in which you are allowed to keel haul a cow on your steamboat. but you gotta guess which one. Texas, that's correct. Hated this world in Kingdom Hearts 2? Oh man, well it's better than the real world, am I right? Most mice can't make that sound with their lips. It's too weak, it's too weak. She missed the boat, but she's gonna be glad because it turned out it sank from an iceberg in Texas. Oh, he's a little loud now? Oh man. So, when you get hookworms as like a parasite, that's what they do to your tummy on the inside. Oh, stupid, stupid. Oh, wait. Whoa. Yeah, goats do eat garbage. Me too. So you having a good time or something? Cause like, I feel like it's going pretty good. You should never fight a goat. I've tried it. Hurts. Sorry my cousin couldn't take you out on a date like he promised. He's always promising things and can't deliver. That's a goat, says Little Dreamer? It looks more like a goat than most things do, I guess. Most goats only know one song though, and it's from Mr. 305. I used to do this in the kitchen, but my mom and dad would get mad at me. My mom and dad are both also pit bull. Oh, I did just realize what the song is. Well, let's pretend it's not. Is this gonna be the version where he does it to the cat? Because that version got banned. Which one did I download? Or no, the pig bosom. I could do that too if I was a sociopath. Really, playing a goose's neck is mostly like an automaton. You honest? Yeah, I do. Blair Star Cafe. Oh, this might be the version that the Disney themselves edited. Let's see. Okay, they got away from it. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. You know this costs 2 times more than a normal movie to go see? You know what's crazy is this song is so much longer than I remember. The cow would not be happy about that, really. Oh, I'm starting to think Pete is the good guy. Oh no. In the olden days, they made you eat only potatoes if you were bad. That's a lot of wasted potato skin. Yeah, he's not a nice, relatable character. I wouldn't want the copyright for this, I'll tell you that much, right? Is that the end? There's no way. That's the end of the whole, that's the whole thing. Wow. And there was not even a teaser scene about Thanos? Oh, man. All right, what say you and I get out of here? This is a pretty cool date. Listen, I know I'm only standing in lieu of my awesome cousin, Damien. So I'm gonna be respectful and not even try to hold your hand. So let's just get on out of here. And we're back at your house. I hope you had a very good time on this date. Well, that was me. I've got to report back into jail. Oh, and would you look at that? It looks like Damien's back from his job at the orphan factory, or did I say orphan? Did he say orphanage factory? Whatever. Jail, why jail? It's not that I am in jail. I like to rob them. All right, goodbye, everybody. This has been Johnny Scroats, and I am sorry. Oh, here I go, goodbye.
Oh, you guys, Johnny was here. You just missed him. I forgot how this trope works in cinema. You just missed Johnny. He was just here. I hope you had a good time with him. Does the orphan factory have benefits? Not for the orphans' parents, Arachnus Web will tell you that much right now. Work sure was hard today. They needed me for a 20-minute shift. But I hope you enjoyed that date with Johnny Scroats. Next up, I'm going to read off some tips, and then we're going to go to the romance hotline with the romance doctor. The romance doctor. Can you pass Johnny my number? He's not legally allowed to own a phone that's not a burner. He's got one of those Firefly phones that you give kids, where it can only call mom and dad. There, I see something in my hair. There we go. All right. What did you do on your shift at the orphan factory? Says she plays Zelda. For sure. All right. Everybody, please give a sparks to Clever Coop. Welcome to Maleficent Mina. I think I already said that. Hope the doctor takes my insurance. Yeah, I'll take it from you, Lady Alma. Wait a minute. If Johnny's not real, then where did this Capri Sun come from? Nani the heck? We got 100 bits from Black Medusa. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Saying how much they absolutely enjoyed the date. It blew their mind how much fun this was. They wish they could go on it 1,000 times over. Wow. Thank you, Black Medusa. I appreciate those exact words you said. We got Incalibinati dropping $3 and 21 cents. Thank you very much. Incalibinati saying, sup, Damien and Coop. Let's all answer at once. My hope for y'all today is that your hearts are all intact, that we love truly is sublime. But I've been navigating the end of a 13-year relationship, and boy, if that's not a special kind of hell. To my Heart Sore squad, I see you. Happy days. And Kalabinari, I am so sorry you're dealing with that. 13 years is a very long time to spend with somebody. Obviously, you know, your patterns and everything about your current reality is with that person as part of it. And so, of course, it's a huge shift. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take some mourning. I'm very happy to help distract you in the meantime, but I can't pretend I know what it's like to have a 13-year relationship end. That's wild, but we'll be here for you the whole flipping time. Johnny was so respectful, but he talked all the way through the movie. You know what? I did very much consider sitting in silence and watching that movie with you as the bit, but I didn't do that. We've got Lysette Reed dropping 20 flippin' bucks. Thank you very much, Lysette. Appreciate you. Lysette says happy Valentine's Day, everyone, with 2 emotes, but I can't see what they are because of this thing. Thank you so much, Lysette. Appreciate you. That's very, very nice of you. That's very, very nice of you. Much appreciated. That's super generous. Thank you. That paid for the whole movie that I own. That was very sweet of you. Thank you. I hope you have a fantastic Valentine's Day as well. Why was Johnny in jail? To rob it. Aslan Links. Oh, Johnny was in jail to rob it. He takes Bibles from all the cells. What does he do with them? Aw, damn it. Johnny was supposed to chew toothpicks. I bought toothpicks. I brought toothpicks because that was going to be his whole thing. He chewed a bunch of toothpicks, kept flicking them everywhere. And I forgot. Damn it. It's okay. Hey, also, if you have any questions for the romance doctor, later. It's still pinned in the Discord. There's still time to submit some questions. Alrighty, we got Numninska, there we go, dropping 369. Nice. Thank you very much. Saying, hey, my friend and I got our Neophoric order on Tuesday, and they said that for the first time in their life they were actually excited to get clothing. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Apparently those big mantle coats are heavy in a good way, like a weighted blanket. They are. So that's rad. I love that. Oh, yay, that makes me so happy. I'm so stoked for you. I'm so stoked for them. That's wonderful. Well, thank you very much for using that code and all that. That's very, very sweet. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. It's 100% juice. Johnny knows how to treat a date right. Same as that Johnny's Capri Sun. Not anymore. Not anymore, so I took it. Oh, they've had all kinds of dysphoria, so this was real emotional for them. I was so beyond happy at their reaction. Oh my God, that's so sweet. I mean, not sweet that they've gone through that, but I'm so glad to know that that has helped. That's incredible. Thank you. Appreciate you. And thank them. We got Keffy dropping 369. I'm gonna probably start reading out the romance doctor will show up in about 5 minutes. Keffy dropping 369. Nice. Thank you very much. Saying, hi Damien, how are the geese tonight? And how are you? The geese, my cats, they're good. Zelda has learned that instead of like jumping on me and pouncing with her 20,000 ton body, she will gently pick up her paw and just like poke my face once. But she's just started doing this and my like asleep body is not used to it. So this morning, before it was time to get up, she did that and I was like, hup, 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 and like smacked my own face, which scared her. And I smacked my own face. So it's sweet, but it's also not the best habit either way, because it's just like, well, I would love to sleep, but that it was very, very sweet. I do love my geese so much. And I'm good, thank you. I'm very busy. Had a voiceover booking today that I just came from. Got 2 more tomorrow. Because we're doing tonight, I may not stream tomorrow, especially if I have 2 voiceover things. I should probably rest. But I'm honestly just very, very happy. I'm a very happy boy. Thanks for asking. I'm dyeing my hair funky colors, red and blue. Ooh, that's cool. I have 3 spare groundhogs for anyone who needs them for next Groundhog's Day. Happy day of Valentine's. Thank you very much, Keffy. Red and blue is cool. I imagine, how hard is that to keep up? Because I feel like there might be some color bleed. Obviously, you're going to know what you're doing and all that good stuff, and it all grows back, and you can re-dye it, yada, yada. But I think that's pretty swell. It's going to be quite the color pop. You know what? If it ends up screwing up, you can just do purple over all of it, and it'll be kind of cool. Alrighty, we got Danny the Blue Recluse dropping 369. Nice. Thank you very much, Danny the Blue Recluse. Saying, had a rough talk about gender identity with a family member that didn't go well, and I'm glad to have this platonic parasocial date to take my brain off it. I got myself a plate of chocolate-covered strawberries for the stream and everything. Okay, well, first of all, chocolate-covered strawberries. That's some good stuff. That's, if I'm gonna have some sweets, ooh, that's the stuff. Ooh, that's the stuff. I love chocolate, but I like it with stuff. But far more importantly, I am sorry to hear that the conversation did not go as well as it could have or should have. Gender identity is something that is like so important to our psyches, you know, whether you fit how things are already set up for everybody, or if the ideas you're presenting are just as natural as anything else, but are new to some older family members. You're fighting a fight you shouldn't have had to fight. And this is a time where we're on such an interesting like middle ground where like some people are just like, oh yeah, of course. And then other people are like, huh, wait, what? And it sucks that you're still having to experience the huh, wait, what? Especially when it's someone that should be there supporting you like a family member. Here's hoping that with a little bit of time and maybe some research and some space, they can come around. But either way, you know, you've got chosen family and chosen support systems, and those are in a big way, I don't want to say always more important, but they can be more important to you. So in whatever form it takes, please find a source of support somewhere. Friends, online support group, whatever you can. Yeah. I don't understand why gender identity is so hard for people to older people to grasp, but whatever, says Amelia Bedelia. I think it's because older people have a difficult time changing up the concepts between gender and like your assigned sex, where like, because they used to use them interchangeably like they were the same thing, and so having to explain to them, they're like, no, they're actually not the same thing, and here's why. One is biology that can change and is also not a binary and has so many different options based on genetics, and then here's the social aspect, which is even more open because we made our own rules. Not everybody feels like they want to be a part of that, so you know what I mean. So anyway, alrighty. We've got Melanie K dropping $5. Thank you very much, Melanie K. And I'll probably read out one more tip after this, and then we'll get the visit from the romance advice doctor. I change her name every time. All right, Melanie K, thank you very much for the tip, saying got some sad news today. I'm very sorry to hear that. Sorry, there was a word switch up, and I'm sorry. Got some sad news today. Loss is always hard, especially when it's right next to a birthday/holiday season. Thankful for you and the coop for always being there to lift my spirits. Melanie K, I'm sorry to hear that you got some sad news. In whatever form it's taken, I hope we can cheer you up. You're right. Anniversaries of things are hard. Proximity to other holidays is hard. You know, there's a big loss in my family that happens near another family member's birthday, and it's always like, how do you bring that up? There's never a good time, but it's always harder when it's something like that. So we're sending you love. We're here for you. And I hope you're extra gentle with yourself coming up, because grief is interesting because it'll hit you when you're not expecting it. Like when my dad passed, obviously I cried a little bit that night, but then I got up and I went to class, and it was like 3 days that I acted normal and just like went to class until like one day in the shower I would just like broke down. It was really sad. And then it wasn't for another like 3 to 4 months that I felt anything. It's like I think sometimes it's your body just protecting you from what you're able to like, you've got what you can handle right now and what you can't. So point is, you can't prepare for any of it, and be ready to be very nice to yourself at the drop of a hat. Yeah. Sorry, that was, I believe, one of Johnny's hairs. My cousin. And then the last one I'll read before we hop into advice from the romance doctor is from Park Min 7, dropping $3.69. Nice. Dropping a new pickup line. Are you an NPC? Because you've got a quest I'd like to complete. Yes, Park Min. I need someone to fill out all of my taxes for free. And I'm pretty sure I need my oil change. Thank you very much for the tip. That'll go toward an oil change. But I actually love paperwork. That's like someone politely being like, oh, I'm busy on Sunday. They're like, great, I didn't even mean Sunday. I meant to say Saturday. And it's like, I need to go fill out my taxes. Great, I'll do it for you. I love paperwork too. Okay. Well played. Checkmate, everyone. I've activated your trap card. Oh, let's see here. You know what? I'm going to read out Keffy's here as well, dropping $7.38. Thank you, generous Mother Goose. It's $10 Canadian. Saying, would you like a frog named after you? Yeah. That's just the right level of parasocially okay, because that does it very little pressure. So yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm planning to get another couple frogs. I have 3 right now named Rhett, Lincoln, Ian. And I'd like to keep the creator theme. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So it's going to be Rhett and Link, Ian and Damien, and then do a hard left turn and then make sure to tell Anthony, like, yeah, these are all my frogs. It's Rhett, Link, Ian, Damien, and then Scrumblar the Destroyer. Have you ever played Toe Jam and Earl? Damien Haas says, Meg the Dreamer. Yes, way back in the day. It was a blockbuster rental back in the day. I can't remember if it was Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo. Probably Super Nintendo. I don't remember which. But yeah, I did. Thank you again, Kefi. All right. So we do have more tips that have rolled in. Iridescence is next, but people are calling in. People are calling in and they got all kinds of questions for the Romance Doctor. So let me pull up those questions. Thank you so much to ePage for making this document while I was streaming the other day and kind of came up with this as even a thing. All right, so I'm going to be combing through these. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because we're real far away on this page. And then we are going to answer some questions. So let's see here. I'm going to zoom in. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, the Romance Doctor. Romance Doctor will be answering questions. Let me go and get him. Him, of course, being the Romance Doctor. That's who he is. His whole job. Sorry, I'm adjusting something here. Give me just a moment. Give me just a moment, please. Please. Because I never set up my windows properly at the first time. Because that's just who I am. Give me a second. Why is this not working now? There we are. There we are. Oh, that's the maximum size, isn't it? Great, great, great. One more thing. And then we are good. Great, perfect. Excellent. Let me go get the Romance Doctor. Oh. And that's why you have Capri Sun. Because when you knock it over, it's not that big a deal.
Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Johnny Scroats, the Romance Doctor. Except I'm gonna talk a little bit more like Damien now because that's starting to hurt his voice and he has 2 voiceovers tomorrow. In fact, might even slip in the full-on Damien voice midway through this. I'm really phoning it in. And speaking of phoning it in, we got all kinds of questions today from all kinds of people. It's gonna be a grand old time. So let's go ahead and read these off. Thanks for having me again. I'm back from jail. So full of Bibles.
Oh, let's see. Just reading through these questions to pick some. Let's see here. Oh, here's a great one. This one comes to us from Shiboogie, also known as Shiboogie Alarm Pants. I'm probably gonna drop the voice. Oh no, the full moon is here. Get back. Get back. And now you know my secret. When the full moon rises, that is when Johnny turns into Damien Haas. Because his voice is starting to hurt. Who knows if we'll even make it to Jackbox. 2 voiceovers tomorrow is a big deal. So cheers. But we are going to do romance questions. So Shiboogie asks, if you were nervous to meet someone, what would you do to introduce yourself to them? Shiboogie, that's a great question. Now, I don't know if you meant that romantically or if you were just nervous to meet someone in general. But the advice is more or less the same without, with a little bit of adapting. But basically, here's my thought. Romantically, if you're interested in someone and you just meant that in general? Okay, so I'll give you both because it's the same. Romantically, if you're nervous to meet someone and talk to them, you let yourself be nervous. You mess up your word here and there. You act a little silly. You let your voice squeak. It is what it is. Because here's the thing. How you act around them is how you're going to act around them. If you are nervous right now, you might get more comfortable later, but you're never going to hide that you're nervous. You're never going to be able to fully hide that you're a little bit uncertain and that you maybe like them a little bit. And you shouldn't have to try. So the thing is, if you enter into any kind of relationship, romantic or otherwise, with any kind of pretense of like, I have to change myself in this way so that it will be okay to talk to them, that's gonna suck. That's a lot of stuff to keep up. And it's one of those examples of like when an elderly person gives you advice of like, just be yourself. You're like, yeah, just be myself. What does that even mean? To me, that's what that means. It's like, all right, if you're going to be wacky and not know the right thing to say, do that. Be that. Embody that. Be the nerves. Be the nerves. And then in general, if you're just nervous to meet somebody, maybe you're nervous. I know it's so much easier said than done, but like, you think that person's never been nervous before? Great. Like, I think about like when I do convention related things and people are really sweet when they're like, oh my God, it's cool to meet Smosh. I've been watching you guys for X number of years. It's very important to them because they've spent a lot of time viewing and it's this big built up thing in their head. And because of that, it's very important to me too. So like, I would never look at someone who's like freaking out and be like, why are they nervous? We're just people. Why are they nervous? They shouldn't be nervous. Like, I don't want them to be nervous, but if they're nervous, it's like, oh, I get it. This is important to you. So it's just okay. It's okay. What if it's Johnny? If it's Johnny, you've never been in safer hands. Did you see how he shot all those watermarks? I'm a potato while still crediting those names very publicly. There you go. All right. Ooh, we got Alaska is not real asking a question that piggybacks off of this last one really well, saying, I'm focusing on learning to love myself better. So I'm curious, what are some ways that you show love to yourself? Alaska is not real. That's a darn good question. And I'm still learning that. It's something that my therapist said often, like, you got to love yourself. And I'm like, I hear you. And I know that's true. And I know that makes sense. What does that mean? And I've talked about like relationship stuff with my therapist. So I was like, okay, what if I love myself? Because I think I do. I think I can list a lot of things about myself that I'm proud of, that I do like. And sometimes that negative voice creeps in. And even if I am in a space where I'm really happy with myself, where I love myself, that's not always enough. Don't you want to be with someone sometimes? Don't you want community? Don't you need more than just you? And she goes, yes. And you can love yourself and be lonely. And you can love yourself and still need something else out of life. And I was like, oh. Because I think we're sort of taught that like love is the ultimate thing. Like there's one person that's out there for you and blah, 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 blah. So when we try to translate that to ourselves, it's like, oh, loving myself is the final thing. It's all I'm ever going to need. No, it's not. It's not. It's just accepting yourself for who you are and being okay with that. I've started trying to focus on myself with a little bit of just added time, just a little bit of extra time for just me, where it's like, okay, maybe 3 different friends are waiting on a response text from me and I should answer that email and all these different things. But you know what? I'm going to watch an episode of a show that I like, and I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to breathe. You know what? Maybe I'll do a skincare routine before bed, even if it's not long or anything too fancy. It's just something to show that, like, I care enough to try. What if you don't know who you are? Well, Casey Marie, you're never going to know who you are, because that's always changing. It's, look, you dip your hand in a river, you're not ever going to find that exact same spot of water again, but it's still the river, right? So find those things about yourself that are unchanging, that are your morals, your values, your ethics. You know, at the very least, it's like, I'm somebody that believes in not hurting others. Great. Good starting off point. Focus on that. You're somebody who doesn't like to hurt other people. Perfect. Of course, that's very broad. Of course, that's very common amongst most people. You find those other things later, but we're never going to know who we are. I will say also, I've been taking myself on little dates. Things that I usually would not ever want to do without another person. I'll just be like, oh, I'm going to go to that thing. I'm just going to go to that thing. Maybe I won't even meet anybody else. Maybe I won't say another word. I'm just going to go to that thing. Cool. All right. There's some more questions here. Some romance questions. Oh, this one also bounces right off of that. And I promise we'll get to some more silly ones in a minute here. But Rana is asking, is it true that if you don't love yourself, you can't truly love others? Or is it that you can't accept other people's love? I don't think that's necessarily true, no. I think, you know, people talk about healing after a relationship, and it's like, I'm not healed yet, I'm not ready. There might be growth you need to do, sure. But also it is possible to heal in the presence of another person. Sometimes they can help you heal. Sometimes you can help each other out. You know, I think it's very rare that you meet somebody where it's just like, well, I figured out all my stuff. Every bit of trauma, check, check, check. We're fine. I figured it all out. We're good to go. No. And if someone's expecting that of you too, it's probably not going to be the best situation. So why expect it of yourself? For me, what's more important is a partner that's willing to put in work, where it's like, all right, we can have these tough conversations and then go from there. And so, yeah, I do think, though, that if you don't love yourself, it is also difficult to accept other people's love, because you're going to be trying to find excuses why you shouldn't be allowed to or shouldn't be able to. It's like, well, I have all this stuff wrong with me that I know about. How can you love me? Well, you just must not know. You just must not see all the stuff yet, but you will. You're going to see all that stuff soon. And as soon as you figure it out, I'm not going to be enough. I think that's sort of what people mean when they say love yourself. Because it's more a matter of having that strong basis and knowing that if another person is not interested in you, or something falls apart, or even you lose your job, or just anything, it's like, okay, that sucks. I can say that sucks, and I know I'm strong enough to get through it. All right. Let's see here. Someone did ask the literal question that I said not to. My crush has been acting weird lately. How do I put a bunch of bees in their backpack? I'm pretty sure you can just order them online, or get yourself a backpack exactly like theirs and put bees in it, and then swap it out. Do the old switcheroo. Make sure you see if it's like an aged backpack, if they've used it for a while. Pluck out some strings. Casey Marie asks a great question. How do I look beyond my roles in life to love the entire person I am? A lot of people focusing on self-love today, and honestly, that's great. Yeah, unfortunately, we live in a time, and especially in like Western society, it's very focused on your role. You are your job. You are the thing that you do every day. And I think to an extent, it's true universally that you are what you constantly do. But that doesn't have to be your job. Even if your job occupies 8 to 10 to 12 hours in a day for you, that's not who you are. You're somebody that thinks. You're somebody that reads stories. You're somebody that enjoys listening to music. You're somebody that does all these different things. And doing one thing does not negate the other. So like, if you want to focus on the 1 hour a day, you actually have a chance to listen to music while you're getting things done because you're so busy. That's who you are. You're a music lover. You're someone whose heart can be moved by a piece of artwork. So roles in life can be helpful. Labels are great if they help you. but it sounds like if you're still curious about like who you are, I'll say this. A lot of people are asking about like who I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I am. I can't tell you who I am. I can tell you I'm a voice actor. I can tell you I try to lead with kindness. There is no defining who we are because we are ever-changing beings. We're just, it's how it is. I think when people talk about like, I need to find who I am, what they really mean is finding that level of contentness that comes with being more secure in yourself, knowing that you will be okay come what may. So yeah. Let's see here. Okay, we got a question from my arch nemesis, Buzz Lightyear. But this is a good question. This is a good question. So. All right. I'm not familiar with the last term of toy, so my apologies. Oh my God. You literally wrote this as Buzz Lightyear. God dang it. Okay, sorry. I'm going to read it out now anyway. I'm a 30 he introvert toy who has a crush on a cowgirl 28 extremely extrovert toy who I met recently. I don't know how to approach her. Also, she is kinda related to my friend 31 sheriff / toy. IDK if they are cousins or ex-lovers, but they have history together. Please help me, PhD love doctor. You've really got me. Because I'm always trying to be very aware of like any term that someone would have or I want to learn, but I'm like, toy. Toy, what is toy? All right. Okay, we got well done. We've got one from Cal. And Cal asks, how do I get my partner to start using unique nicknames for me? And or what are good gender neutral nicknames besides babe? Ooh, excuse me, that's a great question. Sorry for burping. Communication is so good. Communication is so good. Direct communication, I'm a big fan of doing that. However, if you're wanting to be a little coy about it a little bit and you don't want anything too direct, maybe next time you're with your sweetie. You're watching some TV and some person on TV is just like, hey, babe, pass me a bunch of cigarettes. You know, bring it up and be like, babe. It's so funny how just nicknames come up. We don't have any like ones that are just for us, you know? Like I've got a friend who calls their partner Lemons. Oh, we don't have one. You should come up with one for me. Just like be a little flirty. Just be like, I want you to come up with one for me. That'd be very sweet. I want you to do that. That'd be fun. That'd be sweet. I think it's also sweet when things come up naturally. Like, I don't know. I guess I won't share the specifics, but like I had an ex like over 10 years ago. And we were like just eating a meal and like she called me one of the things we were eating and then I called her one of the things we were eating. It was like, all right, that's who we are. We're this food item and that food item. That's cute. That makes sense. You know? I think that's fair. And also, if your partner, like you're afraid to ask them or like you're worried about how they're going to react, if you're like, call me a cute little name, then that's something to focus on too. But in terms of like gender neutral names, I think, I mean, how nerdy are you? How nerdy are you? Because in general, you can just use like food. Food is sweet. But pick stuff from nerdy things. What's a Pokemon they like? What's a Pokemon you like? One of you can call the other the Doctor. Doctor Who. Character names, inside jokes, Pumpkin Pie, Wiggler, Breads, Fishes. I have called an ex bread as a joke. But Fishes, you're not wrong. It works. Peanut butter, sweet potato, that's sweet. My paramour, says Puffinsta. Puffinista, there we go. I mean, that's great. My paramour. Sweet meat, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I'm gonna go ahead and say no on that one. tater, cuppy cake, fafala. Oh wait, is that like butterfly? Yeah. You know what? Here's what you do. You pick a commonly used, that's a great point. You pick a commonly used nickname and find it in a different language. Be like, what's up, my fafala? My schmetterling? Mon papillon? It's butterfly. I think that's fun. Bonita. Do you feel bonita? Says you're my fave pizza place. That's, it's been too long. Mon ami? Is Ami not friend? Tupperware. Okay, Space Raptors, we're throwing stuff at the wall. We can just see what fits, and that's okay too. Mi amor. Yeah, you know what? Anything Gomez Adams says, I think that works a lot. Very well. Ham steak. I think we're getting a little farther from the bullseye, but that's okay. That's okay. Moon of my years. That's good. Park Min Min, I'm gonna have to have you have no translations of sweet meat. Süßes Fleisch is actually way worse. But yeah, I say food items are good. And communication. Food items and communication, the two tenets of any relationship. Whew. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel my voice starting to slip. I don't know if we're gonna make it to Jackbox, but I will continue with advice stuff for a little while. But my apologies for that if it's a shorter stream. Goodness gracious. I feel like some food items could be racist. Well, yeah. Don't do those. Don't do those, then. You just do the other ones. All right, let's see here. Okay, this is good. This is a fair one. This one comes from Basement Mermaid, and they say, how do you know if someone likes you? I'm absolutely clueless with understanding those nonverbal cues, and I hate the interpretation and analysis of trying to figure out if someone is interested in me. Would it be too straightforward to ask if a person likes me? Well, that's a good question, Basement Mermaid. And one that I think a lot of people probably experience. So my question for you, rhetorically, of course, would be, if you knew that they liked you, what would you do with that information? Would you also like them and be interested in them? Because what this question is doing is sort of presupposing that they have all the power in this situation. As in, you can't talk to them or express anything to them until you know for a fact that they like you, in which case it would be safe for you to do the same. So instead of trying to figure out whether they like you or not, or get past all these social cues that maybe you'll be missing, you have the toolbox you have. You have the mindset you have the abilities you have. Maybe you're gonna miss those social cues. So instead, rephrase it around yourself. Do I like them? Yes. Do I want to spend more time with them? Yes. Then you can tell them that. And if they are also mature, then you can say something to the effect of like, hey, I think you're really cool. I'd really love to take you out sometime. And if they say, no, I'm not interested, well, then guess what? You're no worse off than you are right now. Happens all the time. People do it all the time. And like, look, at my big age, I've found that like, when I was a super youngster, like obviously that's terrifying. It's like, oh, how can you can't just do that. How could anyone just do that? And now as an adult, I'll be like, hey, you're cool. I would love to take you out sometime. No? Okay, great. I would love to still be friends. Like that's it. That's all it takes. And I know it matters so much when you're a youngster, but like, it just doesn't matter at the end of the day. And you know, if you want to look at it like logically, either you gain something, which is spending some nice time with someone that you're interested in and going from there, or you lose nothing. Because already you're wanting more out of this relationship than you already have. So might as well act realistically and normally around them and be how you actually are. That sounds so scary, I'm not gonna lie, says Star Wars. Of course it does. I'm not gonna try to negate that it sounds scary and that if you haven't done it before, then It is scary. But dating is practice. Dating is practice. Asking someone out is practice. It's all practice. And if it doesn't work out, or you slip over your words, or they're actually like, no, I don't like you at all, then like, let's practice, and you know more next time. And you're gonna see after a week of feeling like, oh, that sucks, they're not interested, you're gonna be like, oh, but actually, hold on, I'm still okay, I'm alive. Oh, that's okay, I'm fine, good, we're good. That's the scariest thing, truly. I know, Basement Mermaid, I know it is, but also, I really want you to try to wrap your head around this. What if it's not? Like, it's scary in thought, but again, you're talking about right now being scared, whereas the first question you asked was, how do I know if someone likes me? So that wasn't what you were trying to ask, really. It was, I'm interested in someone and I'm afraid to talk to them. And that's very normal, but it's something you can get past. And like with most things, do it scared. Or don't. But just know that, like, you're waiting on something that may never happen, but if you're seeking answers, you can go get those answers at any time. I'm interested in you. Are you interested in me? No? Great. Or yes? Awesome. Let's do a thing. It's scary now, but you will get that. You will get that if it's something you want to work on. Okay, we got a more serious one here. Got a more serious one, but I feel like if we're going to be talking romance partner situation, let's get into it. I'm all kombuched up. We got the Deer King coming at us with a vulnerable question, which I really appreciate your vulnerability here. Thank you very much. The Deer King says, I found out today that the guy that recently broke my heart left me for someone I considered a close friend of mine. I feel betrayed by both of them because of it, I'm rejecting all love, platonic or otherwise, from anybody. What do I do? The Deer King, not an easy situation. And without getting into too many details, I've been in a similar situation. I'm sure a lot of people here have been in similar situations. We see a lot of hearts in the chat. So first of all, I'm very sorry that happened. It's not fair. It's not fair to you. So here's what you do first. You're going to grieve. You're going to grieve because loss is loss, is loss, is loss, is loss. And whether it was for someone you knew, which in this case it is, or it was just because they wanted to be single, or it was for whatever reason, it doesn't, at the end of the day, change the fact that they have unfortunately chosen to end this thing that you had. And I think sometimes what we try to do to make ourselves feel better is look for reasons. Because reasons are things that we theoretically could have controlled. Where it's like, well, what's wrong with me? Tell me what's wrong with me. I need to know what's wrong with me. You can't go back and change it, but if you'd known what they think is wrong with you, then maybe there was a version of yourself in the past that could have done something about it, but you couldn't. In the same way, it's, well, why did they leave me? Oh, it was for this other person that I knew, and they're my friend. That sucks. That is a betrayal. But you still don't have any more control over it than you would have before. It's extremely unfortunate that happened, but I'll tell you this. If somebody is going to leave you, and then very quickly move on to someone else that you know, your joy doesn't have to come from anyone else's pain. Realistically, that's probably not going to be both of their final relationship. You know what I mean? People have patterns, and unless they're willing to heal from them, or they even have the desire to heal from them, unfortunately, we just get to be a part of it sometimes. So the Deer King, what you do is you grieve. And when you feel ready, or at least up to the challenge, you let friends in, you let family in, but you take that time to feel hurt. Because it hurts. That sucks. What happened to you sucks. No one here is going to dispute that. But it's going to take time. And here's another thing too about that. The person that does the breaking up and the leaving, they do their mourning and their grieving first. They spend all this time going back and forth, talking themselves out of a relationship, deciding that it's time to go. I'm all set. Like, oh, I'm going to pick this day, pick this location, yada, yada, yada. And then the day finally comes and they break up with you and they go, whew, okay, now I'll move on. You, on the other hand, unfortunately, receive that information. Maybe it comes out of nowhere. Maybe you were worried. Maybe there were signs. But that's when your mourning begins. And so it's even harder to watch someone move along what seems to you quickly, because it seems like, well, don't they care? Don't they want to spend any time about this? When realistically, they have grieved in their own way. They just did it before you had a chance to. Doesn't make it any easier. But it, you know, the glitter will never leave, says I'm a potato. It's quite literally, glitter does not get off of things. So yes. So the Deer King, sending you love, wishing you well. I was feeling so alone in this. Well, the Deer King, here's the thing. In a lot of these things, we are alone together. You know, you're gonna meet people in your life, or maybe you've already met them, who have had that exact same situation as you, or have their own version of it. And the better you get at translating experiences for yourself, the more emotionally mature you will be, the more open to emotional connection you will be. You know, you're going to go through that and be like, wow, that's, you know, crazy. You're going to meet someone that's going like, you know, I didn't go through that thing exactly, but I did have an ex do da 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 da, and then I found out that da ba da ba da ba ba, and you'll be like, oh my God, that is hard in a similar way, very different but similar. You know what I mean? And then Zany says, not everyone is out to hurt you. That's true, Zany. Not everyone is out to hurt you, but sometimes people actually are, and that sucks too. And that's an unfortunate reality. And that's another part of like being comfortable in yourself enough to say, hey, that sucks. That thing happened to me. That's not okay. I don't agree with their choices. That was super hurtful. That's all I can do. And you move on. And you don't always get to hear people say, I'm sorry, I realized my mistake, or I couldn't believe I did that, and I was so stupid, please. You don't get that closure, usually. So, you gotta do it. For yourself. Spoodman says being wronged one time is enough to close yourself off, unfortunately. Sometimes. But at the end of the day, ultimately, that's your choice. You know, closing yourself off is something you do to protect yourself from being hurt again. And that's fair. But if you feel like taking that gamble, you can. And you open your heart up again, and maybe you get hurt again. But maybe you don't. Maybe you find something really comfortable and safe and happy. It's all about how much you're willing to risk. Let's see here. I'll read out a couple more here. Okay, there's a fun one. This one comes from Han, she, they. I really struggle with thinking of thoughtful gifts for my partner. He is a classic D&D video games nerd and collects board games, but I always think getting him things for those interests isn't appropriate for romantic gifts. Any tips? Here's the deal, Han. When it comes to romantic gifts, everyone's going to be different. Everyone's going to be different. I personally feel like thought is the best thing. And obviously, if you don't know where to go from this, that's tough. But like, if you're thinking about like a capitalist aspect of like, I bought you this wrapped version of the game from Target, here you go. Maybe that's not the most romantic. Maybe they'll have fun with it. But what if, you know, you take that idea and you just alter it a bit? Like, I'm just spitballing here. What if you take one of their favorite board games, find either a cool version of it or something to that effect. Oops, accidentally, there we go. Something to that effect. Frame it or make it personalized. Make the game pieces, you know, his character and your character, something to that effect. Like, whatever they like, you can adjust it to be a sweet gift, as opposed to, I bought you the thing. You know what I mean? So maybe maybe the romantic gift would be a game night, you and them, where it's like, I've combined 2 of your games, you know, we can do this thing together. Or like, I've cooked us a lovely meal, a romantic dinner. Like, romantic gifts can be actions, but like, I feel like we're very much conditioned to be like, okay, flowers and chocolates, and those are the 2 romantic things. There you go. No. I've gotten a partner a D&D miniature of a character she really loved before. That's great. Or you think of something out of left field. I don't know. I think I'm a pretty good gift giver. But like, oh, that's true. For the Winberly says, what's their love language? That's a great question too. Because if it's acts of service, if it's time spent, if it's physical touch, any of those things is not a gift. So that can be it too. Maybe also sometimes it's an experience. What kind of experience could you 2 have together that's romantic? Maybe there's some concert for a nerdy band that they like, and you can go together under the stars and enjoy things. Lego flowers too, for people that like flowers. Those are great. Those are awesome. I worry that maybe you're overthinking it, because the fact that you already want to give them a very special gift shows that you're on the right track. You know what they like. So don't get them what they have. Think of what they like, think of what they have, and just tweak it. Alrighty. This one comes to us from Anonymous. Anonymous says, I am 22 and have never been in a relationship. What do? Anonymous, you're not alone. And you have time. You have so much time. Look, I had my first kiss at like 19, and that relationship was very short. And I didn't have another relationship for like a while after that. And then that relationship was short. And then my first like actual long relationship, like substantial amount of time, I was like 24. We're not on any specific timeline, especially not anymore. You know, it used to be like, well, you know, you're 18, you're gonna marry the person that you met in high school or college that you thought was neat. You're gonna get a job, you're gonna stay home, you're gonna have a bunch of babies together, you're gonna be able to own a home. Like, we don't live in that world anymore. We don't. We just don't. So, in a way, you know, our generation is very like directionless in terms of like, what is life supposed to be? I can't own a house. Like, what am I supposed to do? The job market that I was told would be there isn't there. Like, what do I do? And that applies for romance too sometimes, because we find ourselves being like, yeah, I haven't had time to work out with anything, or I don't want to accept anything that doesn't feel good to me, and I'm still figuring myself out, and I'm X number of years old. That's okay. What I will say though, if I were speaking to my younger self, who was not very outgoing in that way, but really wanted a relationship, it's practice. It's all practice. Asking someone out is practice. Going on a date is practice. I always thought I had to like get it right the first time. Like, if I ask someone out, I got to make sure I'd want to be in a long relationship with them. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You're going to be A-okay. Just please be gentle with yourself and don't judge yourself based on a timeline that shouldn't have existed at all and definitely doesn't exist anymore. All right. We've got, because this was asked in the same way by another person who was anonymous, I think that's probably the same person. Just looking at the typing pattern, so I wanted to keep it to one per person. To the person whose question I just answered, is there another one that you submitted? You know what? I'm assuming it is yes, so I'm just not gonna, yeah. Alrighty. Ashley says, my first boyfriend broke up with me because he's gay. And my first girlfriend broke up with me because she's straight. Is it me? No. Nope. It's not you. It's not you. We all move on from something when we do because a need of ours isn't being met in some capacity. And it's not that you weren't enough to fill a need of some kind. It's that it just wasn't right. It just wasn't right. What the only thing that it could be from you, again, I don't know you at all, but these are two people who are questioning their sexuality and ended up going in a different direction than what you had hoped for and what maybe they had hoped for. So if anything, that says to me that you're somebody who's willing to be patient while people figure things out. You know, maybe they're not quite certain about this, or maybe you're very accommodating so they felt safe with you until they had a realization of, shoot, I don't know if this is it for me. So in a very weird way, not trying to gas you up or anything, but I would imagine that that would be a positive for you just because those specific reasons were given. Like, oh, you were a very safe person to be with, and then I figured something out. It's still not easy, but it seems like a good endorsement to you. All right, let's see here. We've got another anonymous person saying, how do you keep your confidence up when dating after a really bad breakup and have struggled with not fitting into society's beauty standards? I thought I was reading a different one, but sure, we're gonna read that one. I think that one comes back to self-love again too. Society's beauty standards, screw them. We live in a time where people are exploring gender and sexuality and all these different things all at once in ways that have not been explored before. Beauty standards, you are who you are. You're going to be with someone who is going to like you as you are. And I think it's this thing that, like, I know it's easier said than done, and I'm sure it's been difficult, you know, the way you describe it, but like, you have like, there was some study that came out where it was like everyone of this gender who's interested in this gender is going, all of these people are going after this like top 15 percentile in terms of like society's beauty standards or society's money making standards or society's whatever. They're all going after the top 15%. And then these people are all going to the top 10% here. I think it's when you meet someone who is mature and understands what is important in a relationship that those things are going to shift for you. So you might not casually date in the same way, but you can definitely find someone who you're interested in and they're interested in you. So how do you keep your confidence up? You got tons of stuff going for you. Okay, you don't fit society's beauty standards. You've said it yourself. I don't know what you look like. I don't know if that's true or not. If that's something you're saying to yourself, okay. Is that the end? Final chapter, close the book? I don't think so. I think you've got plenty of other things, if you sit down and really think about it, that would be valuable to offer a partner. I think focusing on those and learning to be proud of those things, absent of the thought of your society's beauty standards related thoughts. Focus on those things only. No buts. I'm really good at this. I'm a wonderful listener. I support my partner. I am a great singer. I love to knit. I love to do all these things. Don't make those things a but. Don't be like, well, I may not fit beauty standards, but I like to knit. Well, I may not fit beauty standards, but I'm a good listener. Get that out of there. If that's how you see yourself and that's what you want to accept as a truth for yourself, great, fine. Put it in a box, let it be the truth, and then focus on everything else. And I am feeling my voice start to go. So I am going to read maybe one more of these Romance Doctor questions. Then I'll read out what's left of the tips, and then we're going to call it a night, y'all. So I got to protect this voice because, oh my God. It was 5-6 voiceover sessions this week, which makes me happy. I'm very lucky and very happy. But I'm sleepy. DJ says, what are some good conversation topics for a date? Both first dates and or long-term partners. Went on a date with my girlfriend today and we had no idea what to talk about. Lol. So DJ, that's a great question. And I got two different answers for you. Two different answers that sort of lead into the same answer. And I'm going to take off this Love Doctor jacket because it's very warm. It's very warm. All right. All right, so first date, talk about whatever the heck you want. And you listen to them. You really listen. If you're thinking about what topics to bring up or the thing you want to say next, doing it wrong. Listen to the person, connect with them. Think about what they're saying. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Talk about it. It's great. Let them be a source of inspiration for you. Because I love someone else's passion. Like, I don't like sports, can't stand sports. But if I go to a sport game with someone in any capacity, I'm like, you love this? Great. Show me why you love this. I can't wait to see all the things you like. This is so cool. You know what I mean? In terms of relationship stuff, if you are with a long-term partner and you can't come up with anything to say on a date, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Silence can be comfortable. But what I would recommend is, again, I don't know your life, but it sounds to me like maybe you're not spending enough time doing your own thing, right? If somebody was by my side all the time and we watched all the same shows and played all the same games together and did all these same things and we had the same friend group and all this different stuff, what do you bring back to them? What do they bring back to you? How was your day? No, you already know how their day was. So maybe schedule some time for yourself. It's not a break. It's not anything like that. But like, go do something else. Go hang out with some friends independently. Go do a hobby that they have nothing to do with. And then you get to go back and be like, you'll never believe what happened. So you may not be into pottery, but giving you the most context I can, this thing happened with one of the pots that I spun today, and it was the coolest thing in the world. Isn't that great? I think that's a thing. I think that's a fun thing. I think that's a fun thing. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, right? Yeah, Glitter Puke, and I never really understood that back in the day. I thought it was like, oh, if you're in a long distance relationship and you don't see them for a while, it'll be cool when they come back. No, you gotta have different hobbies. It's your boy DJ. Did I clock you or what? We literally live and work together. It's basically 24/7. That's awesome. And I love that you've been comfortable enough with each other to be able to do that. But guess what? You need to be individual people too. And you can be individual people together, but you gotta do your own stuff. You gotta do your own stuff. It's important. It's healthy. You're spending time by yourself or without them for them. And actually, Sleepy Little Rider, he says you got to have your own space. I think that's actually a good literal thing to do. You know, I have friends who are in a relationship who, well, I know one of the people in the relationship, the other person I've like met, but one person is my like friend. They will have literal small sections of the apartment that's just like, this is mine. This is such and such's little reading nook. It's got a special little light, special little decoration, little bookshelf, little chair, and it's theirs. Just theirs. It's just their spot. Someone else has their own little spot. It's just a chair, little thing, little TV, whatever. I think that's so healthy, you know? When I was in a relationship, the first like long-term relationship I ever had when I like lived with a partner, and this was like 10 years ago, she and I had our own spaces, and we didn't have a space to do that. It was like a one-bedroom loft, right? So there was the living room and kitchen area, and then upstairs was the bedroom, and that's it. But in the middle was the stairs leading up to the bedroom. So in one corner, I had my computer with a little sectioned off shelf to give me a little bit of like coverage, and that's my spot. And then on the other side of the stairs, which I couldn't see, she had her own little spot, which was all decorated with books and vines and all these different things. And it was just, it was great. It was really great. We were able to take independent time, and it didn't feel like a punishment, and it didn't feel like she didn't want to be with me. It's that we still have to sort of date ourselves and grow as individuals. And also that helps because, like, look, y'all might be in it for the long haul. Y'all might be together for the rest of your lives. But also, if you're not, sometimes people end up leaving relationships and being like, I don't know who I am without this person. And it's like, ooh, yeah, you got to sweep up a lot of pieces and figure some stuff out, as opposed to like, you know, if you still have a strong sense of self. And I've done that. I've lost myself in relationships before. But if you have a strong sense of self and your own friend group or your own things, and it's not that you all can't hang out together, but like, it's okay to take one friend and go do a thing. Like, I think that's important. And again, if this is new to your partner too, I think it's very important to offer like a lot of reassurance and be like, hey, no one's in trouble. Hey, I'm not not wanting to be with you. I just think we should take time and keep growing individually, you know? Let them know that it's very, 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 very safe to do that, as you need to know for yourself too. But yeah. Ooh, last person. And then I'll read the tips and then we'll call it a night. This is from Anonymous saying, I keep dreaming about my ex, but I've been over her for literal months. Do I have a worm in my brain, or is this just being a lesbian? You know what? I can't speak to the lesbian experience. Maybe someone else in this chat can, but that's normal. It's normal. It's entirely normal. I've done it. It happens sometimes. You can't control what you dream. Not really. I mean, yes, you technically can, actually. But point is, it just happens. And like, even if you're over someone, there's still some hurt, or maybe there's some insecurity there, or whatever. Like, you can be logically over someone. You can feel emotionally fine, not think of them once during the day, and then they pop up in a dream, and it's the same thing as like, has anyone ever fallen in love in a dream? I'm sure that's a relatable thing, where you meet someone in a dream, you have a wonderful time, you hang out with them, you flirt, you wake up and they're not real, and you're like, ooh, this feels like an actual breakup, and it wasn't even a real person, or if it was a real person, we're not romantically involved, but I miss this. Did you choose that? Did you choose any of that in the dream? No. Same thing with when you see an ex, when you see a family member show up, or someone from work. Yeah, you're like, I saw someone from work and they were my dad, but they were a baby, and it didn't look like my dad, but like I knew it was my dad. It was a dream. So the work that you can do is in the daytime. And if you feel like you're over your ex and that is a truth for you, you got nothing to worry about. Unless someone in the chat has something else to say regarding, because you brought up being a lesbian. If someone in the chat has something to say about that, because again, I can't speak to that. Maybe that is a relatable thing, but I'm pretty sure that it's across the romance spectrum. Anybody can do it. Sapphic yearning. Fair. Damien, are you the Gen Z / Alpha Dr. Ruth? Oh, I'm neither of those generations. Or would I be the Dr. Ruth for those generations? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I think I've just lived some life. And I've had very different experiences across relationships. Some of them have been great. Some of them have been hurtful. And you get past it. So, Gen Alpha's too young to be dating. Yeah, aren't Gen Alpha iPad kids? I shouldn't be giving them advice about anything. All right. Well, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and read out the rest of the tips, and then we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for hanging out and listening to some romance advice. And going on that virtual date with Cousin Johnny. I'm so sorry to end this earlier than I thought, but man, oh man, my voice is... I need to be very careful. So, let me go ahead and keep on reading these things out. We got Iridescence TW dropping 5 flipping bucks. Thank you very much. Saying, I'm so excited. My wife wished me luck for this date. That's so sweet. Hello to your wife, respectfully. Hello to you, respectfully. And I hope you enjoyed that date. I really do. I'm going to turn the music down a little bit so I can speak more quietly. We got Ty Tick Guy dropping 9.69. Nice. Thank you very much. And actually, all as sweet as it is, I'm going to go ahead and ask that after the tips that have already rolled in, no more, please. Even though it's very sweet and I appreciate the generosity, I got to rest my voice and I'm going to end pretty dang soon because I got 2 bookings tomorrow and I need it. Ty Tick Guy 969. Nice. Thank you so much. Says, happy day of red, Damien and Coop. I think that's Lunar New Year celebration, but Valentine's Day works too. Gonna be lurking tonight from work. Lucky for me, I work back of house at a retail store. So no customers and yes phone. Platonic love to all. Ooh, I love to hear it. When I worked retail, I was almost never in the stock room. And the only time I would ever do that is when they'd be like, hey, you don't have these pants in my size. And I'd be like, yeah, we don't have these pants in your size. I could order them. And they're like, check the back. And I'm like, they're not in the back. They're like, check the back. And then I go to the back and I just wait for the appropriate amount of time to be like, whew, nope, not there. So, hi, and I hope you're enjoying your night. Excuse me, hiccups. We got Were Kitty dropping $6 bucks. Thank you very much, Were Kitty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful here. To quote Jenna Marbles, I'm a 32-year-old lady. This is my 6th year single. I'm comfortable on my own and don't know how to get back into the dating game. I'm happy with just me and my cats, but I miss human companionship sometimes. Any tips? And happy Valentine's Day. I mean, I'm in the same boat, Were Kitty. I've been single for a bit. I'm 33. I don't know. You don't have to do the apps. You can meet people. I think just stop forcing it. And it's okay to like yearn. It's okay to miss companionship. And you can go out and look for it. You can go to spaces where singles congregate, and that's great. Or you can get on the apps too. But like maybe readjust what you're looking for. Like I'm a relationship person. I've never really casually dated before. But like, what if I did? What if I just started going on dates here and there? It's not as much pressure and I still get to live my life. You know, I think you're able to take that time for yourself to figure out what you want. And it's okay to want something and not have it in front of you yet. Hey, it's Arliss dropping 369. Nice. Thank you very much. Hey, it's Arliss. Saying, how do vampires know if they had a successful Valentine's Day? If it's love at first bite. That's a good joke. Always ask for consent before biting. But if everybody says yes, whee! That's a good joke. Astarian is typing, says Florian. God, that's funny. I love that. Fermented Teeth. What a name. Dropping 5 flippin' bucks. Thank you very much. Saying, Damien, I called my astronomy professor sensei as a joke, and he went, oh, no. Don't do that. Don't call me that. And I've never been so embarrassed. I think it's time to drop out. You know what, Fermented Teeth? Here's what I'll say. Steal their identity and open up a bunch of credit cards. No, I'm kidding. It's okay. You were being playful. You joked. You joked and you were being playful. They didn't play back. How boring. Okay. If you cross a boundary, sure. You learn. You cross a boundary, you don't do it again. But if they're looking at you like, screw them. They're your professor. It's, you learn from them for a semester and then you get out of there. Whatever. They're doing their job. And if they don't want to hang out and be fun while you're both at a thing that you have to do, well, that's on them. But I wish you well. The Sheet app dropping 5 flippin' bucks. Thank you very much for the Sheet app. Saying, happy Valentine's Day, Damien. I just got a new job and I wanted to share some of the love with you. Thank you, the Sheet app. I appreciate you. Happy new job day. And I'm very happy for you. Congratulations. Thanks so much for the tip. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, everyone's saying unleash the bees. Yeah, but that might affect your classmates. Really think about that first. One time in a large lecture hall, I brought my laptop and played Devil May Cry 4 and actually brought a controller to do so and tried to hide it. And this was for a teacher that I liked. So you can just do whatever. It's his or her, their job to teach you, so just screw 'em. Oh, that's risky. Yeah, they probably saw it. I don't know, I was like 19 and stupid. I really wanted to play Devil May Cry. Keffy, thank you for gifting a sub to B. Kimberly. Appreciate you. Damn it, Darcy dropping 369. Nice. Saying, if you were a booger, I'd pick you first. Totally platonic, parasocially acceptable, favorite streamer way. Hope you've had a good February 14th. Thank you very much. My job has been my date. And then also this chat has been my platonic, parasocially appropriate date. But I appreciate you a lot, damn it, Darcy. And that's a very sweet pickup line. In another timeline, in another world, I should have gotten everybody's favorite silly pickup lines. Gosh dang it. That would have been great. Peenman, subscribing for the first time. A very sparsely clever coop. Welcome to you. Thank you very much. Then finally, Melisween dropping 789. Thank you very much, Melisween. Saying, what a great night this was with the coop. For Valentine's Day, thank you, Damien, so much for this special stream, and take care, please. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you so very much. Y'all, this was very special to me as well. Thank you for the generosity early on in stream and all that good stuff. I really appreciate you. I have to get running because my voice is going to go out, and I need it so bad for 2 things tomorrow. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Why would I be from Tennessee and be Tennessee. I love the video. But thank you so much, y'all. I am going to read out my thanks to everybody who has resubscribed. I won't do the full month thing like I normally do because I'm going to completely shut down the voice in a second. But a very spicy welcome back and thank you to Legal Spoon, Tony, Shanemite, Iridescence TW, Thumu Chalice, Mad Mama for their 3-year cleverversary, Golden Moogles descend from on high to bring you cake. Thank you so much, Mad Mama. I appreciate you for 3 flipping years of support. Happy Valentine's Day. I appreciate you a lot, and I hope we have 3 trillion more years together. Let's watch the sun explode. Mandame Davis, Noah Cola, Demo Nacho, Chris Salmons, Rosa Elena, thank you for helping me carry those blue cakes. They're very heavy. They're made of tungsten. Crafty Tarfith for their 28th month. Hurricane for their 3rd. Flornion for their 1-year cleverversary. Has it really only been a year, Flornion? Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate you, and happy Valentine's Day, and here's 2 million more years. Ali2TY4 for their 9th. Namninx for their 3rd. Ash Loves Harry Styles for their 13th. Darling Nikki for their 6th. Rocco Strange for their 2nd. Mydolf for their 43rd at a tier 2. Let's go. Thank you so much. We got Emily from Cali, Demento Mori, Momo Moonbow, Rosa Elena gifting Shibugi Alarm Pants. Thank you very much. Bumblebee. We got Liv. We got Jo is here. Maxaroni, Witchy Nails. We've got Rainbow Sock Monkey Yia, Bronwyn for their 3rd, gifted by Melanie K. Thank you very much for that. The Deer King, Abby Roars at a tier 2. Thank you so much for the extra support. Tears of Merc, Astagalactic, Zoombaloo. We got PB Josh, Super Chip 1, Rana Hocho, Andrew J. Noe, Curvrito gifted by Jenna Official. Thank you so much. Devil Nay for the and then Steffi. Thank you all very much. So sorry to be ending this early. So sorry to be ending it on this like low note. But thank you so much for hanging out for Valentine's Day and being such a chill, cool place where I can, I don't know, this was all ridiculously goofy. And I wasn't worried about it for a minute because I know we're all just here to have fun and be silly little goofs. Woo, it's a college party. No, it's the office party. And I'm like, I got drunk. I appreciate you so much, though, and I can't wait to share all the fun things that I've been working on when I can share them. Why don't we, let's see here. You know what? My friend Core has been having a go of things, and let's send some friendship love to my friend Core. So let's go friendship love raid. Boom. So we're gonna copy and paste this message as we raid my friend Core. All right. Karina Botger, you may know them as the voice of Paimon in Genshin Impact and many other things. They're playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now, so we'll be right at home with them. All right, Clever Coop, as I always say, whether you tip, you subscribe, you throw bits my way, or you just support me by watching with your eyeballs, I so appreciate you. I love this community, and I could not and would not want to do this without you. Thank you for being so awesome. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything, and thank you for being the best thing, platonic, parasocially acceptable Valentine's Day date a fella could ask for. And until next time, probably not tomorrow, because I need to rest. Clever Coop, you are dismissed. Raid, let's go.